Sit right back, the time is now. Tammy's gonna show you how to cook it up like Mama used to do. Well, she makes it easy, she shows you tricks. Before too long, get all real quick, and the all-star of the kitchen will be...
Hey y'all, it's Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks, and today we're making some banana nut muffins with a delicious streusel topping. This recipe is in our Volume 2 cookbook. Let's get started. All right, so we're gonna mix up these muffins really quick. It's super simple and easy. We're gonna put in our wet ingredients first and add our dry ingredients last. So you're gonna use 1 egg, a half cup of milk, a 1/3 cup of cooking oil. I'm using corn oil, a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm just going to beat that egg up with a fork a little bit. Now we're going to add a half cup of sugar, and that's optional. I'm actually using monk fruit sugar. And now we're going to mash up about a cup of banana. Now make sure your bananas are good and ripe. And you're going to want a whole cup of this. I'm going to leave that fiber in there because it's good for me. It only takes a minute to mix up a homemade muffin. And what's great about a muffin is it's less calories than cake. Now, you can choose a streusel topping or not. That's up to you. It's going to take about 2 of those bananas to really get a full cup. We'll do 1 1/2 and see how far it goes. Cup's a lot. Yep, so that's 2 long, large bananas to get a whole cup. And you want them to be good. Now, of course, you can get by with a little less if you don't have the extra banana. Go ahead and make them. And of course, the banana adds some sugar as well. A lot of sugar, but it's natural sugar. Now we'll put our bananas in our bowl. And all we have to do now is add our flour, and it's 2 cups of self-rising flour, and that way you don't have to worry about adding anything else. There's 1 cup. We're using White Lily self-rising flour today. So they'll be really light and fluffy muffins, delicious. You can also freeze these muffins. I never fail to make a mess when I'm cooking, but that's all right. There's no need to get out a mixer when you're mixing up a muffin. They should be lumpy. I'm gonna put this fork up and get my little spatula back out. Make sure you use a spatula and get all that flour up off the edges and bottom and mix it good. And they should look lumpy like this, okay? Now we're going to add a half cup of chopped pecans. Our muffins are ready. But before we put these in the muffin cups, I want to make a streusel topping. And like I said, you can omit it if you don't want the extra calories. This is a 1/4 cup scoop. You're going to start out with a half cup of packed brown sugar. You're going to use a half cup of flour. We'll go ahead and mix those 2 together. Now you're going to add some butter, and you're going to cut that butter in before you add your pecans. It's the smartest thing to do. So you need about 4 tablespoons. There's 1, 2, and it needs to be room temperature. This makes a good bit of streusel topping. Use a blending fork. These things are amazing for blending in for toppings, biscuits, that kind of thing. They really cut butter into flour wonderfully quick and easy. So you do need to make it crumbly first, and then we're going to add our pecans and mix it up. Now it takes a little more to make streusel, a little more elbow grease than it does to make biscuits. We would have already had biscuits ready, but this has to really be worked. Try to get down there and get that really thin sugar and flour off the bottom with some of your butter. Try to rub it in there good, okay? Now we're going to add about a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. My pecans are, some of them are big. I just kind of beat them up before I threw them in that thing, and some of them didn't get good and crumbled first. So I'm just going to hand do them real quick, just so that they're not whole pieces. But I like big pieces of pecans in my streusel. Now, it's optional to add a little cinnamon. I'm not going to, because these are banana nut, and there's our streusel. I'm going to spray these with Baker's Joy. And I'm going to walk over here to do it, or it's going to be all over the camera. All right, we've sprayed all the cups, and now we're going to get our batter in each cup. You can fill them about 2/3 of the way full. It makes 12 extra large. And so with this, it's going to make, I think it'll make a little over 12. Because you can't put so much in there, you can't put your streusel on. I got a little bit of batter left. Probably enough for maybe 2 more muffins. We're going to put our streusel on top. This is my favorite part. I love the toasty pecans. These are really good. And if you don't have the money to put pecans in them, you can always use walnuts or just leave them out. We're going to get these in the oven. We're going to bake them for about 25 to 30 minutes at 350 degrees until they're nice and toasty and golden brown. So we'll see you in a few minutes when these come out of the oven. I like to take them out pretty quick and get them on a cooling rack so that they're nice and crunchy all the way around the bottoms and the tops. So many people like to eat the top of the muffin, but if you take them out of your muffin pan, don't use the cupcake liners, take them out of the muffin pan and put them out on a cooling rack. They get nice and crunchy around the bottom as well. We'll see y'all in a few minutes. They are ready. Okay, I'm gonna let these sit in this pan for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to take them out and put them on a cooling rack so that they stay crunchy along the bottom. I typically use a spoon, not the teaspoon, but the tablespoon, and I just scoop them out, and I don't wait long because I don't like them to sweat. And then I put them up here and let them cool so that they get nice and crunchy around the edges as well as around the top. And they look super delicious. So we're going to let them just cool for a few minutes, and as soon as they cool down enough, we'll eat one. I knocked off some of that streusel. It's so good. It tastes just like pecan pie to me because of the brown sugar and the pecans. Oh my goodness, it's delicious. See y'all in a minute when they cool off enough to eat one. All right, I'm gonna show y'all a muffin up close. We're gonna open it up, it's still warm. If you wanted to go all out, you could put butter inside of it while it's still hot like this. But it's really delicious just like it is. No need for butter. You can't find a better banana nut muffin, I promise. Woo, it's good. We thank you so much for watching Colored Valley Cooks, where we cook like our mamas did. We'll see you next time. Love ya. Bye. Yummy. Yummy yum. I'll press stop recording.
Cooking time, it's over now. Tammy, she just showed you how to cook it up like Mama used to do. So go on